So we had I think, a very good General Affairs Council meeting today in relation to Brexit. And both Vice President Šefčovič and Michel Barnier gave quite a detailed update to the General Affairs Council on the state of play. A number of things are clear. First of all, there are a number of weeks left in this negotiation, not a number of days. And so when the European Council meets at the end of this week, there will be a detailed stocktake on where we are in these negotiations. But certainly I don't see that there will be any major breakthrough this week. The issues that remain outstanding in terms of the negotiation, I think, are clear. On the future relationship, there needs to be a final agreement on fair competition, effectively through a level playing field, and a governance model that can ensure that disputes in the future get resolved quickly and independently in a way that both sides can agree. And then there are many issues in relation to fishing, which are still outstanding. I think there's been some progress on the level playing field issues. There's been little or no progress, unfortunately, on fishing, and both sides are still very far apart. The message was very clear, though, from member states today. We value fishermen. We value their contribution across the European Union. And certainly EU fishermen are not going to be sold out in an effort to get an agreement on a future relationship with the UK on trade. I think that's very clear from today. But of course, both sides have legitimate concerns in this area. From an Irish perspective, I also had a good opportunity to have a bilateral discussion with Michel Barnier and also with Maroš Šefčovič. Again, a significant focus on fishing and how that issue gets resolved in a way that's fair and protects EU and Irish fishing interests. And also with Maroš Šefčovič, a big focus on the implementation of the protocol on Northern Ireland and Ireland in a way that ensures that an all-island economy can continue to function and that there is an implementation of the protocol in a way that's fully consistent with what was agreed this time last year in the withdrawal agreement, which now, of course, is international law. But also to try to work out ways in which that implementation can work for both sides, for people in Northern Ireland, for people in Great Britain, and people living on the island of Ireland as a whole. So we went through a whole range of different issues that are still outstanding and still under discussion and negotiation. But I think it's fair to say that there is progress being made on the protocol and many of the genuine concerns that both sides have in terms of the complexity of full implementation of what's been agreed. So the Brexit journey continues for a little bit longer yet. All of us need to ensure that we do everything we possibly can to make sure that we make a deal possible in the next few weeks, because we are running out of time. And once we get to the end of this month, then I think we really are running out of time to ratify any deal that may be struck, or certainly I hope can be struck. The one other message that I think was very clear from today is that if we do manage to negotiate a deal on a future relationship agreement that involves many different areas, I think before that deal can be ratified or finalised, the domestic legislation that the British government have introduced, effectively threatening to break the withdrawal agreement and the Northern Ireland Protocol, that legislation will need to be removed in order for any final deal to be ratified. And I think that point was made very clearly by a number of speakers today. So on we go. I think a deal is very much still possible, but there's an awful lot of work to do for the two negotiating teams. And from an EU perspective, unity is strength. And today, again, we got very, very strong unity on all of the key issues that the EU is trying to progress to ensure that we get a fair deal to both sides.